Travis Kelce. It was a nice round number for him last week, and even 100 yards. It's the Chiefs and the Vikings. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in losers. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Richie James. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
This taken in right around the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. That'll bring up second down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. Now they come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts. Got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Now a 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The Vikings had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They come in losers in 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now Fields. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Fields on 3rd and goal. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here come the defending champs, led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, a 2-time winner now in Patrick Mahomes.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. The numbers for Travis Kelce last week. 8 catches, 100 yards on the nose, and a score.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. You look at this defense for the Vikings. Well, they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I would be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. For the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll go right back to Nwangu. Taken down at the 47-yard line. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
That's a strong run, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Off play action, Fields. And his throw is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On second down, here's Nwangu. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 28. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he will have the first down at about the 21-yard line. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now second and 5. Seven, our score after 1. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On the give is Nwangu. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
29 yards attempt.
Joseph's got it, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. He's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here's Richie James on the return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Mahomes now on first down. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They run with the second-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if a defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Fields. He's going to try and go deep again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So they take a big, big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
On second down, here's Mahomes. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. He hit his first, now this from 43. Butker's kick here is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On first down, Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. That's down the field for Jefferson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on third down, Fields. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 40 yards. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy. Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
A final shot before the break. Fields. Going for Jefferson downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Now the Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
First play's a run with Nwangu. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Now it's Fields. Incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Down 2 scores. I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it. It didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Harrison Smith on the coverage.
Now Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own. but it also brings up 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least. If they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Pass caught here by Osborne. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
20 more yards. That's another Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Fields on 1st down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd and 10, Fields firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To the air again, Fields. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tyquan Thornton, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. And this is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
Joseph on for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was Tyquan Thornton who brought in the touchdown reception to cap things off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And out come the Chiefs now. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. Touchdown! Rashee Rice, 27 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes will throw for it. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Osborne. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 29-yard line.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Now Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Fields throwing again. And that is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And 10 yards to go.
Back to throw, Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On 4th down, Fields. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. I guess we're at the point of the game where they do need to open up the playbook a little bit and start to take some chances down the field, but that one did not go as planned.
Yeah, these guys need something good to go their way, and they took an opportunity to take that shot there. But obviously that's not going to help. A tough play for them as they're trying to make their way back.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now here's Mahomes. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Chiefs.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Marcus Davenport Drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, Fields has to have this one. That's down the field for Jefferson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. It's Kelsey on the grab. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey with career touchdown number 75. And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now a 1st down throw. Fields under pressure, and down he goes. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, here's Fields. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 81 yards. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Joseph connects on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 6.
2nd and 6.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. That ball caught. It's Rice. A solid stiff arm. A big play there for KC. 54 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Vikings 24.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. On first down, it's Fields.
He's going to let it fly.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's one of the quarterback where you put both hands on your helmet and say, I can't believe I just did that. If he puts a little more touch on that ball, the receiver's still running. Instead, it's just an incomplete pass.
Now it's Fields.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
3rd and 14.
Here's Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
That is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To the air again, Fields.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Vikings 44-yard line.
On the ground, this is the former Viking, Jerick McKinnon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this